Alright, mercenaries, welcome back. Today, we are going to be launching another mission, but first, we have more Mechwarriors that have been added. There's no order. I'm not doing it on a first-come, first-serve. I'm just looking at the list and grabbing somebody, and because there's so many comments, it's hard to remember. It's like there are multiple requests throughout all the videos, so I'm just grabbing somebody in the list, the first name that jumps out at me. So,
confirmed.
Introducing Ian Hall, who I've given the call sign Lore, because he's into the stories. Like, he read the Halo books and stuff like that, so that's going to be his nickname. And Lucky Duck, he was in Oxygen Not Included, I think. And after scratching my head about what to give him a name on, because I know he's a cargo driver, I think, if I remember correctly, but I decided, you know, I'm just gonna name him Quack, and people will be like, "Are you named after the sound a duck makes, or are you named after like quackery? Like, are you crazy?" And I was like, you know what? That's a funny name, because now, you know, who knows? It's like one of those things that makes you scratch your head. I've given Jace a bit more facial hair, because he says he has a bit more facial hair. You don't get to choose your nicknames, though. Why is that?
Standing by.
It's because typically people don't get to pick their nicknames in real life. For example, I didn't choose the nickname Fox, my dad gave it to me. And that's just how these call signs work. So you can't pick your own call sign, because the way you would typically just be given it. Like, people would just start calling you something, and that's how it would happen. And so, doing it this way, it makes it feel more organic.
Yes, Commander.
And sometimes you don't always like your call sign. Sometimes you don't always like your nickname. Like that. Sometimes you have nicknames that you're like, oh, I can't wait to grow out of this nickname. But I think that is what
Confirmed.
makes it interesting. So another thing I've done, that's actually currently in process, we're going to reconfigure the Shadowhawk. The Shadowhawk is a mech that's designed to be very flexible. It's not really locked into its role. Its role is whatever I need it to be, because that's just the type of battle mech the Shadowhawk is. And right now, I need a more long-range mech, so he's going to be reconfigured to kind of take on some of the role that the Lost Trebuchet had, but obviously it's not going to be able to go the full way, nor do I want it. I still want to take advantage of its ballistic hardpoint. Also, we have the Quick Draw, another close combat mech, so I don't need to have and also we have the Fire Starter. Another thing we're going to do, we're going to pick our first engineering upgrade. And I'm probably going to pick this, the Repair Scaffolding. The Argo's mech cubicles used to have a complex system of movable walkways and scaffolds for accessing any part of a damaged mech. Those walkways, once brought online, make the job of repairing mechs much simpler. The platforms around here are meant to move automatically when they detect the size of the mech they're working on, adjusting to be at just the right height. They're offline, and we've been working around that, but let's just get them fixed up and speed this up. So when we do this, we're going to get +2 mech tech points. It's going to cost 270,000 C-bills. When it's done, our monthly expenses increase by 7,700 C-bills. It takes 20 days to finish.
All right, I'll get the team on it.
And when it's done, it's going to bump this number up. Mech tech point level is 6. The more points we have, the faster we can get through them. And that's one of the things I really want to do right now. I want to... Our mechs are not being repaired fast enough. Same with med bays. We need more med bays in order to heal quicker. But now that that's all done, we are going to let time pass, because I do need access to the Shadowhawk. So we're going to let 5 days pass, and then I'll show you the new equipment on the Shadowhawk.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Through the mech bay. Oh, here's a little thing right here. This little command console with the symbol of the mech on it, that's actually the same symbol or the same diagram you would use in the tabletop game. So it's another reference, just like over here, customized company. Like, if we look at this, see, these are paint. Like, this is another reference to the tabletop hobby. There's paints and paint brushes, like you were painting these miniature models. The same with over here. Here's some unpainted battle mechs that you would be painting, so it's another reference to the original game. So, like, those are kind of cute. Anyways, let's go over and see our redesign for the Shadowhawk. So, the Shadowhawk lost 1 ton of armor, so it's down to 720, down from like 8 something. And it dropped the SRM-6 for an LRM-10. We kept the AC-5, and I kept the medium laser and the small laser. I'm keeping the small laser because, like I said, this mech is designed to be... It's a cavalry mech. It's a fast mech that's just kind of designed to fill whatever role is needed. And I want that small laser there just so that if I have to punch it out with somebody, I can add that little extra sting onto the mech. So this is going to become more of a fire support mech. Using the speed and the 5 jump jets should theoretically be able to jump on the... So like if we damage the mech's right side, theoretically... the Shadowhawk is going to be more capable of jumping to the right side of the mech to continue putting shots on that damaged side, as well as, you know, jump onto higher terrain to take advantage of it. So while he won't have the same kind of direct firepower as the Trebuchet, he makes up for it in other ways. And he's still heavily armored enough that if he does need to take some shots, that should be more than... that should be fine. Anyways, we're going to continue working in this territory, because Kamea pays pretty big. See, we're working for the Arano Restoration right now. She pays us a bonus for working for her. So we're going to do this battle here. It's a tag team battle, so I have a good feeling about it. And let's go for a balanced one. Like, I don't know what kind. We might find a cool mech. Sometimes a heavy mech can sneak in at 2 skulls, so we'll see. But I could take a bigger payment up to like 1.1 million C-bills. But right now, I mainly want to collect things, so I'm willing to give up some of the C-bills for more salvage opportunities. So in this battle, it's going to be 2-on-2, or 2-on-3 possibly. Our Lance, and what I want to do, I want to have more long-range power in this. So the Quick Draw is actually not going to come with us, and I'm going to bring the Fire Starter instead. And I want mainly long-range mechs, and then I want my Fire Starter to get in here. Let's pull everybody out, except for me. I'm going to... Wait, organize them. You don't have to organize them by weight, but it's just a thing that I have to do. It'll drive me nuts. I want the new pilots to get in to start practicing. So we're going to take in Lore and Quack, and... Jace Harvester's going in as well. He needs to get some training in. We need to get him closer up to Lobo's speed, where he's got the 3rd ability. He doesn't have the 3rd ability yet. So that's what we're going to do. And hopefully the low gunnery skill doesn't bite us in the butt. We will see, though. Alright, let's get in here. Now, this should be a pretty good haul, because we're going to be fighting a large quantity of enemy mechs. Since we should basically... Since we're going to destroy so many mechs in this battle, we should have a good variety to select from. So, like, hopefully something interesting shows up in this battle. I don't know, maybe a Thunderbolt would be nice. That'd be a nice, huge, big, heavy-duty mech to migrate into. That would be pretty nice. So there we go. We have a situation here. We'd like your help. We've detected a joint task force of pirate and Comstar units operating openly on the planet. We need to hunt them down and turn them to scrap. But even if we do manage to find them, our own forces aren't up to the task of engaging that many enemies at once. We'd like you to send a Lance to accompany our own team. The 2 of you can then engage the enemy together and negate their numerical advantage. I prefer to operate solo, but if they want us to play babysitter, I suppose that's what we'll do. Destroy the joint task force.
Command interface initiated.
Agamemnon is he's the leader of the other Lance. Alright, Alpha Lance, the task force is up ahead. Our intel puts them somewhere near this area. Once we've cleared the enemy Lances, regroup at this location for extraction. Oh, right. Listen, mercenaries. Do us all a favor and stay out of the way. Let the professionals work. Is this guy for real, boss? Shit. I say let him take all the enemy fire. Less overtime hours for my crew. I agree with Yang. Oh, so my mouse is a little damaged. Sometimes it double clicks, which is annoying because sometimes I assign orders and that's what happened there. But Darius is basically like, if they get wiped out, we don't get paid, so you better cover them. Saddle up, Alpha. Let's clear this AO and go home. Now, this is Argo Actual, Restoration Lance. We'll cover your forces, and that won't be necessary, Argo. We've got this. Just stay put and keep out of our fields of fire. Understood, Agamemnon, but we're under contract too. Then you can lift off and collect your payment. Agamemnon out. Okay, let's see what Agamemnon's lance looks like. So he's piloting a Griffin. He's got a Wolverine. He's got a second Griffin. He's got 2 Wolverines and 2 Griffins. That's not bad. That's a pretty heavy, like, a little low in firepower, since these mechs are... They're pretty fast and they're well armored, so, you know, something's got to give. Their firepower is, like, kind of questionable, though. But the good news is that means they're very tankish. So I'm just going to click done and tell all my guys to stay still. I'm going to let them kind of go ahead in front. I'm going to leave it in fast mode for a bit until the fighting begins, because it's going to take them a moment. This is also why I brought a lot of long-range mechs, so that we can support from a distance. We don't have to pay for their repair bills. There is no bonus payment for all of them surviving. As long as one of them lives, they're good. Okay, looks like we found them. They don't care either. They're just going right across in the open. Okay. And once it's my turn, we will slow things down. Okay.
Good to go.
So the first thing I want to do is I do want to get vision on all the enemies so that they can actually take shots at them. So we'll send the fire starter in. The fire starter is agile enough that I will try to take some little shots at them, even though the fire starter does have to get into close combat. That's fine, though. Took a shot at the fire starter, but it's very unlikely to get hit with so much evasion. But the pilot knew it as well, which is why he only fired one laser. A 30-ton mech, a spider. Oh, that's a crummy mech. Another miss. Lucky Agamemnon, I'm distracting them. So we got 3 35-ton... Oh, that's a Panther for sure. That's a miss. It looked like a hit, but it was a miss. So we have 2 Jenners, a Panther, and a Spider. We know that because... Well, actually, it could now. It's Urban Mech's 30 tons.
Standing by.
But the only light mechs that carry PPC is the Panther and... you know what? Let me just reserve. I want Agamemnon to have all of his turns. Taking a jump to the high ground's not a bad play. Hits with the PPC. That's good. That's his main weapon. Another jump. Hits with the AC-5. Good. Getting a little choppy. Beautiful shooting by Agamemnon's team. Okay, okay. Left arm, left torso. Every one of them takes a jump. Interesting. Probably because they're probably trying to get out of the. Well, they might make us look bad. They hit with all of their main weapons. Missiles. That's a decent number. I wonder if that's a trebuchet. I'm suspicious that that's a trebuchet.
Commander.
Alright, so we are going to... probably take some shots on... right here. I'm going to try to finish off the Jenner. I don't think they'll... They might shoot at me. I don't think they will, but we'll see. Alright, can we get the Jenner? If either of my weapons hit center torso, it's toast. Oh, got him. Okay, so the Jenner's down. If there's no good mechs to salvage, the Jenner is good. Just because for a light mech, it's pretty expensive, so it retails pretty high when you sell back. This is one of the Quaxadoo guys, so accuracy isn't super great. So, but I'll take a shot at him. I'm not opposed to it. Even though the odds are iffy if we'll hit. Take a shot over here with just the LRMs, 50% chance to hit, so on average 5 of the 10 missiles will hit. Not bad.
Confirmed.
Blackjack is coming in. We got 2 55% chance shots.
That, Commander.
That's fine. Average will be 1 hit, 1 miss. Well, let's see what we get. Hit. 2 hits. Very nice. Great shooting. They don't want to get showed up by the professionals. Now let's see what the computer shoots back at. Okay, good. He's shooting at Agamemnon's lance. Jenner packs a punch for a light mech. 4 medium lasers, that's a lot of damage. Comes a Locust. This must be the second Lance. The Comstar Lance from behind, I believe. Okay, so now I'm going to continue scouting, I think. We have the Jenner. I want to see what these mechs are back here.
Standing by.
So I can either run there, or I could jump there. I think I'm going to jump. Yeah, I'm going to jump into cover. It probably won't matter, though, to be honest. New contacts. So that's the Comstar Lance in the back. Oh, I skipped all that. That's basically him saying, like, oh, wow, we found new contacts. And Darius is like, hey, Agamemnon, new contacts. Hello? Hello? Like, he's got the comms off. Agamemnon, he's not talking to us anymore. And so they're basically ignoring us. I mean, I guess you could pause the game if you're really fast and read it. So we have a Hunchback back here. That's a slightly bigger, a little bit bigger threat. Fortunately, the Hunchback isn't too fast, so it probably is going to take him a little while to get here. I'm going to take a pot shot at somebody. Let's shoot at this guy.
Firing on target.
Oh, nice. Got his leg. That's the problem with really low armor mechs. All it takes is one lucky shot and something bad happens to him. Which is why I like the Firestarter. It has just enough armor that it can survive a hit or two of a lucky shot from a stronger weapon. I don't know if if we get shot by the Hunchback, though, that could be a different story, though. The Hunchback is that big gun on his shoulder is big. Let's see what he's gonna. Hopefully he misses. Okay, he didn't even shoot. He chose to guard.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, once again, let's just let Agamemnon's guys get closer. Wolverines coming up. What are you gonna do? Good shooting. Good. Letting that Jenner have it. Oh, got a text message. Turn my volume down. Spider's back up. That's a good idea for him. Doesn't want to get shot while he's down to get a called shot taken on him. What's he gonna do? Sensor lock. The Griffin's coming in. That's a hit. Great shooting. Usually, oh, he did a split shot. This guy, he's fancy. He's like, I'll show you. I'll shoot one weapon at the Jenner, and then the other weapon at the Locust. They have not missed once with their main weapons. These guys are killing it. They're doing the work for us. Like, we don't get any bonus payment for them doing the killing or us doing the killing. If they want to kill everyone, they can do it. Oh, he finally missed. I mean, they've hit so many times, though, that's fine. Oh, God, they brought in Orion. Oh, no. That's more of a problem. They got a Hunchback and an Orion. Those are the Comstar mechs. That's not good. I want that Orion, though. I love the Orion. That's a great mech. Let's just continue following up from behind. I guess I'll shoot at this guy, so what are my options here? I'm not going to shoot at the Panther. I could start damaging the Hunchback. I'm gonna split fire. I'm going to put my AC-5 on the Hunchback and then everything else on the... There we go. Let me make sure. Am I recording? Yeah, like, I don't know why it feels a little laggy right now, but it does. I'm hoping, I'm paranoid that all of my recordings are going to get messed up. Alright, let's do it.
Engaging multiple targets.
Yeah, like, it's a bit choppy. I don't know why it's so choppy today. Okay. Let's see, where did I hit? I hit his leg, that's interesting.
Good to go.
We can't get a good angle on this mech. I could jump, just to continue getting a better angle. Let's just do that, yeah.
Here we go.
We're just gonna shoot. We just need to get shooting. Not bad. Okay, okay. The missiles followed up.
Something good. Skipper?
And let's see if we can finish this light mech off. Right now, I'm just shooting at the closest thing to me at the moment. No particular strategy right now. How close do I want to get? I don't want to draw the attention of the Orion and the Hunchback. So I think I'm just going to stand here. Let me get one notch closer to get the medium lasers in optimal range. Let's see if we can finish the Spider off. If any of the 4 weapons hit center torso, it's toast. And that's the end of them. All right, new guys. The new guys are earning their pay.
Let's do this. Target down.
Basically, I don't mind if it records choppy. I'm just worried that the recording will be even worse than this. Because this amount of choppiness I'm okay with. But if the recording... Basically, if it perfectly records the choppiness, I'm perfectly fine with that. I just hope it doesn't... I just hope it doesn't get, like, unstable or something. Okay. Let me check my, How are we looking on CPU? We're looking at 60% on GPU, 50%... Yeah, we should be okay.
Aye, aye.
I'm just super paranoid. Alright, so I do need to get this mech out of here. And I guess... I really don't want to accidentally get hit by the Hunchback. I'm gonna skip a turn. I'm gonna reserve down. I want to see what everyone else chooses to do. Oh, 2 misses. Oh, another split fire. Fancy, fancy. The Hunchback. What are you gonna do? Who are you gonna shoot at? Oh! Oh, thank God he didn't shoot the AC-20. You never know. You never know. Even if he has a 10% chance to hit, that's a 10% chance to be worried.
Waiting for orders.
Okay.
Yeah?
Here's what I'm gonna do. I lied. I'm gonna reserve again.
Roger
I
that.
forgot about the Orion. I want the Orion to go next. Beautiful shooting. Oh my God. Lady Arano's boys are... What a jump. He jumped like 2 spaces forward. What was that? Really taking advantage of the cold weather right now, jumping practically every turn. Okay, here comes the Orion. What are you going to do? Oh, he missed. That's a really big mech. That's the biggest mech we've fought so far. By a long shot, too. Okay, so here's the advantage of reserving down. What I can do now is I can actually attack this enemy mech, and then since this guy has initiative 4, I can then basically move twice in a row. Essentially twice in a row. So I'm going to punch this guy in his duty. Punch his butt. Oh, he kicked his butt! And now he's going to shoot him up with his guns. Looks like we hit something important. Got the SRM-4 damaged, but not destroyed. Let's get a damage report on this thing. Oh yeah, he almost punched through his back armor. Well, he did. He punched through his rear armor and almost destroyed the center torso. And I think what we're going to do is finish off the Panther. And basically, because we damaged its center torso through the rear, that means we don't have to go through quite as much through the front either. Like you could see up top, 48 out of 70 armor, but 27 out of 55 structure, and that's because of the rear damage. So let's see if we can... We hit something. I couldn't tell though because of all the trees in the way. What did we hit? The torso armor. Let's get right over here. Actually, let's do what I said earlier. I want to get more shots on the damaged side of the mech, so we're going to use its ability to jump over here so that we can try to get some more shots on this side of its body. Not the best aim, but at the same time, I think we were a little too close as well. I'm going to move over here to try to get a better angle on the Panther. There we go, through the right torso. We broke something. Heat sink destroyed.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Agamemnon, this is Argo Actual. We're seeing another dropship inbound to this location. Could be enemy reinforcements. Agamemnon, do you copy? He's got to have his comms switched off. Christ, Darius, I hope we're getting paid a hell of a lot for this clown show. Yeah, they're not very cooperative, are they? Who cares? They've got good aim. The Panther moves. His PPC is down, so he hardly has any weapons to his name now.
My old mama can hit harder than that.
Commander.
Okay, so now you see the fire starter gets to move again, and he's in danger here, so we are going, but we get to move twice in a row, basically. So that's fine. We're going to jump over here and take another shot on the Panther. Maybe we can finish it off. We'll see. Yeah, I don't think he's going to survive this. Yeah, he's down. The fire starter is like this little knife that you could jab people with. It's a very artistic mech. You know, you're always looking for these little opportunities to be a pain in the butt. Hunchback, what are you going to shoot at? I want that mech. Oh, God! He got him that time. Let's see a damage report on him. Oh God, he almost sheared his leg off in one shot.
Good to go.
I'm sure he's not happy about that. It's probably about time we start working on that Hunchback. Can you shoot him from here? Pretty good aim if we move right here. I want to make sure that they are closer to the Hunchback to encourage it to shoot them. And we're just going to start working on them. Good, we hit with the AC. No fear, going right in. Great shooting. All of the SRMs hit.
Ready to rock.
Okay, can I get an angle on this guy without getting out of cover? This looks like a good shot.
Roger that, Commander.
I want both of those mechs, and we don't even know what the reinforcements are going to bring.
All weapons, go.
There goes the arm. The arms are pointless. Like, the Hunchback can lose both of its arms, and it's like I still have my giant boombox weapon on my shoulder. Beautiful shooting again. Got its torso, the right or its left torso, but that's not the right one. Although he may have gotten the ammo. Okay, he destroyed the ammo on it. Yeah, okay, so now that mech actually has lost... It's pretty much not a threat anymore because it lost the ammo to its weapon, which is just as good as destroying the weapon. Let's see if we can finish this guy off. I don't want to shoot the Orion right now because... Oh, got him. I hope I salvage 2 pieces. This could be our 3rd piece of the Hunchback. I'm looking forward to that.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Griffin, finally all that jumping is catching up to him. You're not going to do any damage to this guy. This guy is guarding like crazy. Where is he going? Falling back into cover? Good idea by him. That's what I would do. And he missed. He's got really bad aim. Attention, Restoration Lance. You screwed the wrong people. You should probably start running now. Come in. We have another hostile Lance on the field. Please advise. How much you want to bet he doesn't even try asking for us for help? I don't make bets. I don't make losing bets, Myers. Commander, you're going to have to handle that Lance too, whether he asks for help or not. I don't know what they've gotten there. Okay, we're gonna send Drake out to go on reconnaissance duty again. I want to find out what they're sending. And we can't do anything to the Orion. He's like, everything we shoot at him is gonna bounce off, practically. Except for me, since I have breaching shot. A Locust 1M? Okay, that's gonna be Drake's new target. He's like gonna be the master of swatting these little pesky small mechs down.
Waiting for orders.
Okay.
Heading out.
I'm probably not even gonna bother shooting at him. I think I'm just gonna cool the mech down, just... We're probably not gonna have a choice. He's probably just gonna stay in cover, which means we'll just have to take the damage penalty. Okay, I'm gonna move up. Not too close, though. I want to make sure I don't get shot. I'm gonna call probably a breaching shot on him, which means I'm only gonna shoot one weapon. And what it'll do is the breaching shot will ignore all of his cover and hit for full damage.
Engaging target.
There you go. A full 40 damage. We're working up his arm a decent bit. Eating up that damage.
What are your orders, Skipper?
Okay.
Affirmative, Commander.
Get into position. Great aim, but let's go ahead. Let's just shoot. We've got the ammo to spare. The damage is reduced to basically that of a medium laser. Which, I mean, it's wearing him down, but... Okay, he goes into... Oh, we got his arm. That's not where he holds his weapons, though. His weapons are in his torso. So losing the arm isn't too big of a deal. Oof! Oh! Oh, God. He felt that shot.
Orders.
Okay, same thing. We're just gonna get in there. Can I sprint farther? Yeah. I'm gonna sprint over here. Let's reveal the enemy, see what we're dealing with. Still not close enough to see what those are, but... Okay, there's the Locust. This is the M. Just remember, the M in Locust is missiles. That's not true for all mechs, though, but that's how I remember. The 1M is the missile version. I'm guessing this is another missile Locust?
Yes, Commander.
Shadowhawk. We're just gonna keep pegging away at them. We're not gonna shoot the missiles, though. The missiles will do very little to them. Like, missiles are really bad against enemies in cover. Unless you fire so many missiles that you knock them over. Gonna get a little closer. Same thing, gonna fire a breaching shot.
Engaging target.
Get the full 40 damage on him. That's the reason why I like breaching shot, just to get rid of, in order to pressure really stubborn enemies like this. Hey, look how we're firing so much at him, and he's still not. I think he might fall over, actually. Yeah, he goes down, which means his defenses are going to drop. So now he's actually susceptible to damage. They have a Griffin of their own, still out of range, though. I wonder if we can try to salvage this mech. What should I shoot at? I think I'll call a shot on his torso. On his side torso. Don't think we hit, though. See if I can get a few injuries on the pilot. Okay, right torso down. Although it's going to be really hard to salvage with an allied lance, because they're just going to, like, shoot at whatever they want. So he took one injury from falling down, a second injury from his side torso going down. Oh! Did he get one of our guys? No, or did he get one of their guys? Who just went down? I don't know who went down. Like, what? 1, 2... Oh, no. All 4 of his mechs are there. Okay, so I want Drake to swat this pesky little guy. We're gonna jump right behind him.
Copy that.
And even though he's got 4 evasion and defense, none of that matters when you shoot from behind. Shooting from behind removes all bonus defense, and these weapons ignore evasion. I'm even gonna shoot the medium lasers, because we got a 50... On average, 1 hit, 1 miss.
Here it comes.
Both of them missed. But that's the end of him.
Hostile.
Okay, yep, they've got another annoying little missile guy.
Yes, boss?
Oh, they must have gotten rid of the Orion. Okay, the Orion, they must have gotten that one. That's what happened. I guess we're just going to get into position and hold, because we don't have a good shot on anybody. They're too far away. And they all have heavy defense right now. Yeah, we'll just wait. Jumping around some more. Oh, man. Don't know what they're doing. I think we're just kind of shuffling around for positioning at the moment. No need to get damaged at this stage of the battle. We're just gonna kind of just hang around. Same thing, I'm just gonna... Wait, I got an 85% chance to hit with the AC-5. Why is that? Oh, range.
Engaging target.
There we go. Breaching shot. The full 45 damage. The Locust handled that shot way better.
Ready to rock.
Okay, we're gonna get a little closer. What do we have the best accuracy against? They have such high defense, which is annoying. Let's just shoot at this.
I'm on him.
Oh God, he got him from downtown.
New target.
Even though it wasn't a great shot, he still got him. Okay, a little minor damage, but I guess it gets the show started. That's a hit. These mechs are... The Griffin is... It's such a pain to kill. Now, we could take a risk. Let's move right here.
Got it.
The risk that I'm taking is this guy could choose to melee attack the fire starter. That would be unfortunate. But if he does, he might have to turn his back to everybody, and he might not want to do that. Beautiful accuracy here. And going through the rear armor is going to be a lot faster.
Firing.
Ignores all of his defensive bonuses. Oh yeah, I know that must have done some damage there. I want to get a damage report on him. I want a damage report. They gotta go through all their moves. Okay. Yeah, so his left torso is pretty banged up. I want to keep putting my attacks there then. You know what? Let's just cross the gap. Because I don't want to get out of cover in the event they all just decide to attack me. Let's just start shooting everything we got at them. Like, these guys are not coming out of cover. They're just going to sit in cover all day. We're just going to have to start... Oh, here comes the melee attack. Not on me, though. That's good. Get in there and start meleeing them. That's what I want to see. A melee attack reduces his defense. Just get in there and start punching them. Or now, that means we want to shoot at the guy who lost his defense. And I'm going to shoot with both weapons this time. Because he doesn't have the 40% defense, only the 20% for being in the trees. That's perfectly fine.
Critical damage detected.
Tag team, as you can see, is a much longer battle because we're fighting so many enemy mechs.
Confirmed.
Over here, gonna keep pressuring the mech that got punched. That is really, I'm really glad he made that melee attack. We hit something important. They were both orange hits. Oh my god, this mech is taking so much damage.
What do you need?
Okay, Drake might be able to finish this guy off. Possibly. I'm gonna have him try to. Okay, it's time to make a big play. We're gonna go in for a melee attack on the rear armor from this direction. Here we go. Can you take him out? Punch him in the butt. He kicked his butt. What's gonna happen? He got a lot of stuff. Still not dead though, but he got a lot of stuff on him. Agamemnon almost overheated. Backpedaling. Breaching shot. He's still not going down. Another breaching shot. What's he gonna do? He's got no arms.
How's it going?
Let's get in with the Shadow Hawk.
Acknowledged.
I'm gonna try to finish the Griffin off. Oh yeah, he's only got 20 structure left on his center torso, so even though that he's got a lot of defense... There we go, he's down. Oh my god, these mechs take so much effort to bring down, because they put a lot of their tonnage into armor. Like, they don't do a lot of damage. Like, the Griffin's not the most devastating mech, but it just puts so much... Oh, is he getting out of cover? No, he's not. I thought he was getting out of cover. I'm like, that would be nice.
What are your orders, Skipper? I'm rolling.
Whatever. It's the last mech. It doesn't matter if these aren't the best shots. I just want him dead. I want him dead! You may notice I'm a little livelier today. It's because my sleeping pattern is returning more to normal. The past few episodes, I have been working on reprogramming my sleep schedule. Oh, I should have used breaching shot. And this is the first day where I feel a little bit better. What are you doing? Going the roundabout way up. That's a good shot. Not that that was where his weapons were, so that arm is... I believe in the typical version of that mech. It doesn't even keep any of its weapons in that arm. That arm is like practically a vestigial limb. Nope, I gotta jump to get close enough. What happened? Oh, no. That was weird. Like, why did my... Let's... Okay, there's nothing I can do to...
Here we go.
Do anything about his defenses. Let's not overheat. I'll shoot one medium laser at him.
Attacking from position.
Machine guns are so bad when they're in cover. When they're out of cover, machine guns are decent, but when they're in cover, machine guns don't do anything. And he's just moving around. Is he gonna shoot? No. Oh.
Standing by.
Well, now the fire starter can get hits on his rear armor. That should speed things. Like, you know what? Let's reserve. Maybe one of the Arano mechs will punch him. All this jumping around, and for what? Just punch him. Punch him in his robot face. Here we go. Here we go. Don't miss. There we go. See, this is going to go down. There we go. So he's got the 20% armor bonus or damage bonus from being in the trees, but he lost his cover or his entrenchment bonus. Now we can hit for closer to full damage, which means this should actually hurt.
Critical hit, Commander.
Okay, I think it's time I go closer so I can use my... I'm losing a lot of damage from not being in close range. I'll put my defenses up with some of our morale, and now I'm going to fire all of my weapons for a change.
All weapons committed.
And same over here.
You got it.
We can fire all of our weapons now. And there goes his leg. He's going over.
Ha! You like that?
Now that his armor, he loses 1 initiative, which means everyone gets to go ahead of him, and that means he's dead. He's not going to survive that. I'm gonna stomp him while he's down. I mean, literally, I'm going to stomp him while he's down. Ah, squish him! He missed. You missed. He's like, fine, I'll make up for it with the follow-up attack. Alright, it's payday. Well, boss, how does it feel to work with real professionals? The targets are down and the good guys made it out. That's all that matters, Myers. Alright, time to see the payday. I hope that the recording did not get corrupted, because like the little choppiness has me a little bit nervous. There are save states, so I can back up and redo it, but that's another reason why I'm not doing Iron Man mode. Excellent work, Commander. I was ready to put my faith into you. Critical part of Restoration. Paid us 600,000 C-bills, no damage. Not even armor damage. Okay, let's see. Yes, we can finish the Hunchback and give me the Orion. I want that piece of the Orion. Let's see what else they assign us. We're going to finish a Jenner. That's good. We could sell that for a lot of money. Normally I would use the Jenner, but we're far enough into the game that... I mean, I've got the... I prefer the Jenner is probably the best pull, the regular Scout Mech, but I want to use the Firestarter. Firestarter is my favorite light mech. Let's see. All of that looks fine to me. Okay, so we have a new point mech. The Hunchback is going to replace the Centurion as our point mech. That doesn't mean that the Centurion's going to go away, but it's going to get redesigned into more of a long-range fire support mech, and the Hunchback is going to play the role. That's now going to be my mech. I will be piloting the Hunchback.
That mech is ready to... That mech you wanted is back.
All those mechs are done. So once you hit the maximum like this, you got to start putting extra ones in the storage. That's how you sell the mechs as well. We're going to sell off both of those. Let's go to the mech bay and orderize this. You're going to go here, you're going to go there and there. Here is our Hunchback. This mech is, I mean, the customization is going to be very basic for it, and that's because once we put the AC-20 in the shoulder, it will have very little room for anything else. The stock armor is 800, which is outstanding. That's perfect. I need more ammo than that, actually. How much ammo does it typically carry? 2 tons, so each one has 5 shots. I guess that's good enough. I will add the 2 medium lasers. I agree with that in the stock configuration. And then it has 3 heat sinks. Okay. I'll do it. 3 heat sinks. 2, 3. And then it has a small laser in the head. I don't agree with that, because if we put the small laser in the head, I cannot put a cockpit mod, so I don't agree with that. Instead, what we're going to do is just give it a little more armor. I want this to be fully armored, because that's my most important thing. I want the center torso to be fully armored. Well, almost fully armored. But we only could put a half-ton in there because it was the small laser. So this mech actually has one side that's stronger than the other, but that's fine because if we lose the main weapon, then we lose the main weapon. One of the things that's funny, from the cockpit view, when you play the game where you're actually driving the mechs, you can't see out of your right side, because if you look out the window to your right side, you've got like a giant gun there, so you have a blind spot. That doesn't matter though. This mech is going to be really good. I'm very, very happy to have this. Actually, I can move. I'll migrate a cockpit mod onto it after it's done.
Logged and
So that's fine.
shouldn't be too hard.
This guy's I'm going to take the cockpit mod out of the Centurion and move it over there. Overall, that is pretty good. So, I believe we're going to have 3 uploads. I'm going to have this episode, a storytime episode, and one more episode after that. Or maybe just this and a storytime episode, because now that we have Alexander Madeira, that's a new person to talk to, plus some of the other characters will have updated stuff. So I'm going to end the episode here, and then I'm going to pray. I'm going to put my hands together and pray that the video wasn't corrupted, and that's going to be the end of this episode. I didn't intend for it to be 50 minutes long, but I forgot that the tag team missions are really, really long. At any rate, that's the end of this episode. Very eager to get the Hunchback in there. I really like Hunchback. Very, very awesome medium mech, and it's perfectly suited for my character's skills because of the breaching shot. When you have breaching shot, you want a mech that has the biggest weapon possible, and there's really only one other weapon that competes with the AC-20 in terms of how big it is, and that's the Gauss rifle. And Gauss rifle is lost tech, so it'll be a while before I can get my hands on one. And even then, like, the Gauss rifle is just a different style of weapon to the AC-20. Very happy to have AC-20 though. That's going to be that's a really big deal. At any rate, that's the end of this episode. Like this video if it's entertaining. Subscribe for future State K2 content. Wait, not State K2. BattleTech content. And of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.